Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Moggycraft. And as you guys can see, a lot has changed since the last episode, or at least the ending of last episode. And if you haven't checked that episode out yet, definitely do so, otherwise you probably don't know what I'm talking about with those changes. But yeah, the server seems to be back to normal. I don't know how or why. I have honestly nothing to do with that. Like, I didn't go into any of the files, I didn't change anything. But yeah, it seems to be normal again. So yeah, I guess we can just go on with our life the way we would have done if it hadn't gone for the server going all weird on us last time. So to a lot of you, probably this map looks quite familiar, as the rivers have been cleared out. So yes, that is where the drowned farm is. And I've decided that this entire map is gonna be dedicated to farms. And yes, I am planning to put a farm there today. I already have some stuff prepared, of course, the redstone box and the iron box, but also this box. And yes, this is the area that we are gonna use, and well, we're gonna put some farms here. Of course, we're gonna have to flatten out the area as well, which is going to be a bit of an annoying job, especially because it goes a little bit higher up here and also over there quite a bit. But I'm gonna save that problem for another day, because I'm someone who likes to procrastinate. And I'm gonna start a quick and easy farm over here, which is still gonna be quite manual, but it is going to be needed, well, at least for now. Because you see, I have quite a lot of red concrete powder that I want to convert into red concrete. However, I don't want to go into a river and just place it down and have the blocks go everywhere. So I'm thinking we should probably put a little bit of a machine here that can help us with that. So here I have a nice design that works quite easily. You just have to put the concrete powder in your offhand, pickaxe in your main hand, hold the right click and then left click and just keep holding both of them down. And they should all either come towards you or get picked up by the hopper. And yes, a few exceptions unfortunately, but just don't AFK at this, I would say, also because you do need to eventually get new concrete powder. And just once you're done with your stack, just quickly pick them up. It could be easier, of course, but I think this design is already easier than it would have been if I wanted to AFK at this. So now we're gonna use this red concrete to just outline where this area is. So this is the first place that we're gonna put it down. And yeah, that's just a small bit. Let's see, we can just maybe extend it to this corner of the chunk. Okay. Yep, that's already a much clearer outline. Let's also do that over here. Alright. And now we're just gonna go to the other three corners as well. And I've also kind of done the borders. I've just gone one, then skip one, then one, skip one, and so on. And yeah, now it's definitely visible on the map. But like I said, I am gonna have to flatten out this area. However, I'm not in the mood to do that right now, so let's just actually focus on the farm that I want to build this episode. And the farms that we are gonna put in this area are farms that are definitely too big for our base. And well, we're not gonna put farms here that are like huge just because we want to put farms over here that are huge and produce a lot. But we're just gonna put farms here that require it to be big. For example, the drowned farm over here, it's very much biome based, so I could not change the size even if I wanted it to. So therefore it has to be over here. And the farm we are gonna build in this episode is a wood farm, which unfortunately is also pretty big. So therefore I have already gathered a bunch of stuff, as you can see. And now we just need to find a place to put it, and I think I'm just gonna put it over here in this corner. And especially because I only need to clear out this little bit. So I've flattened out this area, and as you can see on the map, it already looks a lot cleaner. We still have some spots of grass, of course, and these shulker boxes here that make it look, you know, less clean. But at one point I'm probably gonna change out the entire floor anyway. But before that we want to put in some farms. And I'm gonna put in the wood farm over here, which is designed by Ilmango, and I have no idea how to build it myself. So I'm gonna need to watch his tutorial over and over again until I finally understand what I need to do. And let's just hope it doesn't break, because it's quite a complicated design that quite easily breaks, unfortunately, but it is still a very good design, and as long as we don't break it or do anything wrong, it should not break either, hopefully. So if you yourself are building this design, I recommend starting with the pistons, because otherwise you're gonna have to remove a lot of slime blocks and a lot of fence gates to then put them in. So in this video, Ilmango is using some kind of mod which allows him to place pistons in the direction that he wants them to go. But as most of you know, if you place down a piston, it's always going to face in your direction. So unless you're using that mod, I would recommend first putting in the pistons before putting in the slime blocks and the honey blocks. So just looking at this, it just looks like a weird redstone monstrosity that is way too complicated to even start explaining. But the basics of it is that this is the farm itself. This tower over here and that line over there of the iron blocks, those are making sure that we can actually farm oak trees or the other types of trees. And then this thing over here is just gonna explode all the wood that come through this hole over here. So I have yet to fill this farm with any bone meal. So let's take these blocks and change them into bone meal, put them in this chest. Alright. And I'm not gonna start the farm just yet because there's still one more thing that I need to do. And that is put in a collection system, which will be centered over here. So I guess I'm just gonna go down by a few blocks, I guess 3 blocks or so. Whoops. Yep, this should be good enough. So right now the collection system and the storage system for this are done, but as you can see, yeah, it's not very good looking, but it gets the job done at least. And yeah, this over here, it's definitely a flex on how much iron I have. And yep, of course, still have some left, so don't worry, it didn't eat in too much. But yeah, this is all made out of iron blocks, and well, as the person who is the only one with the iron farm on Moggycraft, I can do that. So yeah, this is the inside of the farm. So this is where we're gonna be standing, AFK. We're just gonna plant the saplings over here, and everything is gonna do it itself. So for the wood farm, we are gonna need, of course, a lot of bone meal, and yep, this is where I got most of my bone meal from. I just take these poppies, put them in this chest, and they will go into this barrel right here. What is it? A composter, that's the one. And I do have some extra stuff, for example wheat seeds and spruce leaves that we can also put in there. Then we take the bone meal out of here, and I like to convert them to bone blocks just so they're easier to carry, takes up less space in my inventory. The moment of truth is here, so we're gonna start up this farm. We're gonna keep it on for now, and we're only gonna use oak saplings, so we're gonna activate it by opening this barrel. Okay, apparently there was still some stuff in here. And I'm just gonna wait for this dispenser to fill up a little bit. And yep, you should be hearing TNT explosions. Those come from over there. Now let's stand over here. Just hold the right click. And I think it's working. So yeah, apparently the machine keeps activating, which is a good sign, of course. The dispenser still full of bone meal. And well, you know what? Let's just find a few more and we'll see how many logs we have collected. We'll just keep the farm running, but yep, you can already see logs are coming in and well, 24, but keep in mind we've only been here for literally a few seconds. And seeing as I only have to hold down the right click, I like this farm. So let's switch it up. So as you can see, for this farm to work, I need to have the lever up, and for the others to work, I need to put it down. So now we can start with spruce, jungle, and birch. So I'm gonna start with jungle. And I should get saplings back, and yes, already made a little bit of profit there. Let's try spruce. All seems to be going fine so far. And lastly, birch. This is very nice. So I've stood at this farm for a while and it used up all the bone meal, and from the little bit of bone meal that we had, we got, once the shulk box opens, you can see a lot of wood. Come on. Yep, there we go. Lots and lots of wood. I mostly farmed spruce, and the last minute or two or so I did some oak. And yep, got 2 stacks from that. Pretty happy. But of course, we do quite lack some bone meal. So eventually I'm thinking maybe put a farm over here for moss, which we can actually convert into bone meal. And we'll just feed it into the chest over there that goes into the hopper. So let's actually move on from this project right now and go on to the next. So we are back at the base for our next farm, and the next farm is going to be with villagers again. Yay, because that was so fun last time. Anyway, what we're gonna make is a wheat farm and a beetroot farm. Now, how are we gonna make this? Well, we already have the platform set up and the villagers over here. Of course, the villagers are gonna have to go on the dirt, but I wanna put glass around the dirt, water in the center, and rails on the stone platforms. So that would be the first step. That's the first step done, and now we need to make sure that our minecarts can actually move around. So we have to place down some levers, turn them on of course, and we need to make sure that the minecarts don't just fall off over here or over there. So on these sides it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna place a block down there and the minecart should bounce back off of it. The redstone is in, the soil has been tilled, here the levers are, also glowstone above the composters, and there's only one place where I still need to place levers, but as you guys know, this is where the villagers are. So I've already made a path for them, so they can actually go up and walk to their places. I just need to make sure to, of course, put some glass in place before they run out again. So let's make sure that I have glass. I'm somehow missing one piece. Let's see if it's somewhere up here maybe. Ah, there it is. Yep, I used it as scaffolding apparently. Alright. And now we can turn on F3B. See the hitboxes. I've already placed some blocks over there so they cannot escape. You're out. And you're out. Okay. Now they should go up. Yes, as expected. Okay, he's blocked in. And now so is he. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. And place down the minecart hoppers. One over there. Should get going. And the other one up there. Let's get the scaffolding again. And I should be able to place it from here. And it will go right round. Now we are still missing one thing in this farm, and that is of course the wheat and the beetroot. But the thing is, I cannot just place them like I did with the carrots and the potatoes, because there are two different items that they're gonna farm. The seeds and the item itself. So what we need to do is we need to fill their inventory with 9 stacks of seeds, and then also have the entire farm completed. I still see some spots of dirt over here. Okay. So yeah, then we need to place it ourselves and not him, because he can only pick up the seeds then and not the beetroot or the wheat. Problem is, I only have 1 stack of each, as you can see over here, so I am gonna have to farm some myself first. So it didn't actually take a long time to gather all these seeds, especially because Jula and Sandy were both friendly enough to hand me over some of theirs. I mean, they don't know about it, but Jula, Sandy, now you know about it, and thank you for the seeds. I'll make sure to give most of these back to you. And, well, I doubt you really need all these many seeds, but if you do, just let me know, and you'll be sure to get it all back. So let's first gather a lot of beetroot seeds and go to the top. Then we're gonna give him all the seeds that he ever wants. Maybe we should get into the farm first. Well, let's get our hoe. Okay, we already got it on the hotbar. Check. Alright. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And he's gonna pick up all of these. So put them on the floor. Well, I'm the one picking it up apparently, but you are supposed to, my friend. There you go. Yep, you got them. Well, here's an extra stack to see if you will actually take these. You will, okay. Another stack. You will. How many inventory spots do you have? I thought you had only 9. Okay, well, I think I might have picked up one of these stacks and it may have gone over here somewhere, so he might have 10 stacks right now. Hopefully his inventory is entirely full and we can start planting these crops. So this time I have 11 stacks in my inventory, and let's give him all 11. And we should Why does this keep happening? Can you pick that up? Can you reach? No? Do I need to throw it down again? There you go. And he picked up all 11. So, I'm not sure if something has changed. I've always thought it was 9 or 10 stacks. Let's see if we will actually pick up this one. It's either lagging or he's not picking it up. And the last thing for this episode is that I just quickly want to show you that I have done some work over here, removing some of the stuff. As you can see, there's still a bit left over here, and still some flattening to do over there. But yes, a lot of stuff has already been cleaned out, a lot of torches have been placed, and it's now pretty much a flat area except for this part. But we'll get around to that eventually. But this is the end of today's episode, and yes, I did update the map as well. But that is it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notified. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.